fortune tellers, horoscopes, necromancers, the Roman Catholic Church is a demonic religion. All these churches out here are demonic, man. This place is going to be destroyed because you refuse to walk in Yahawah by Shem Shai. This is Mark 7 and 6. He answered and said unto them, well had Isaiah prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written, this people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of the Most High, you hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things you do. And he said unto them, full well, you reject the commandment of the Most High, that you may keep your own tradition. You see, that they may keep their own traditions, man. They refuse to observe and keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Why? Because they love this place. They love being carnal. You know? They love Mammon more than the Most High. See? Get this other one. In Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahawah Mashiach. People think it's a game, man. It's not a game. This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 8. Howbeit then, when you knew not the Most High, you did service unto them, which by nature are no gods. But now, after that you have known the Most High, or rather are known of the Most High, how turn you again to the weak and beggarly elements, whereunto you desire again to be in bondage? You observe days, months, times, and years. See? You don't want to go back to that BS, man. There's nothing profitable in that. Everything is... Yahawah B'Shem Yahushua controls everything, man. He designed all these trees. He designed all the things, and he put them there for a purpose, and that's where they're meant to stay. Not in your house. Not to be go over there and chopped down and brought into your house, or brought into your village, or go into a secret hidden place like grove, and you doing all this worshiping there. You know? This is Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord, which the Lord speaketh against you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. See, the heathens are in awe of these things, or in fear of these things. You know, believe in certain fairy tales, you know, through superstitions, and, you know, carried on from the you know, generation to generation, and, you know, people are bugged out, man, in the world. You know, this is Wisdom of Solomon 13 and 1. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of the Most High, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire or wind, or the swift air, or the circle of the stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world. Which I read in Galatians says they are not gods, man. They're just elements that were designed to serve a purpose to you. That's it. But there's a creator behind them, a workmaster. All right. It says, with whose beauty, if they being delighted took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is. For the first author of beauty has created them. That's all it is. You know? It says, Jeremiah 10:3, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. See, it's talking about the Christmas tree. And it's against the Most High. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. See, like I said, when I was making mention of superstition, because you have these different people that carry this either they received it by a dream, or they were under influence of something, or a demon appeared to them, and they were instilled with fear, and they carried that tradition to their children, telling them, hey, this is what we got to do, because if not, our children, our babies are going to be killed. They're going to this demon's going to come back and take our children. You know, that's how it was, man, in the ancient times. The Lord tells us to fear them not. They ain't gonna do shit. It's just a test. It's just like when I have a friend of mine. I still talk to him to this very day. Lord willing, Yahawah shall wake him out of that sleep, but he knows the truth, you know. And he actually, you know, I had bear witness to him a long time ago when I first came in, and he told me that when he went, because he ended up moving away from San Angelo, and now he's over there in Midland. He told me that he researched, he looked up into Yahawah, you know, just verifying, making sure that, you know, what I was saying was true, which he admitted that it was a known name, but that soon after that he started experiencing sleep paralysis. You know, he was immediately attacked by spirits, man. And while this was going on, I never knew nothing about it. I found out later on that he was experiencing these things, but he didn't really tell me that it was what was going on prior to that until two and a half years ago. You know, we had more time around each other. You know, we started like being around each other a lot more, because I had to go to Midland to work. And he let me know exactly what he was experiencing. And I told him that was because they were trying to keep you from coming to it, man. It wasn't. It didn't mean that was evil. It was these spirits didn't want you to come to it, man. You were attacked immediately. All those brothers are attacked because that's the job. And you know, those demons that you had on you, they don't want to leave that where they were, man. You can't be fooled by that. But that's why a lot of these people fall into that superstition, that fear. The Lord said, fear not those, man. Fear my name. The scripture said that his name is dreadful among the heathen, man. You know? But like I said, Lord willing, the Yahawah will wake them up, you know, wake them up and bring them in, man. You know? Because that man, he's helped me out a lot, man. He's helped me out a great deal, and showed a lot of characteristics of a brother, man. You know? But like scriptures say, in that day his people shall be willing. And you know, then when the Lord shows his power, man. You know? But anyways, that's what it is, man. You know, you're immediately attacked, and it's just a test to see if you're gonna fold, break. You're gonna continue to live in fear with no hedge of protection, and you're gonna be praying to stocks and stones and trees and the sun and things of that nature. You know, it says, Jeremiah 10:6, for as much as there is none like unto thee, O Yahawah, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. See? He's the one that's supposed to be feared, man. He's the one that's to be acknowledged. These spirits, they fall under him, man. You use that name in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, those demons, they know to back the fuck up. You know? They'll still mess with you, but you have to fight them back. It says, who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth it appertain. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. See? Because Yahweh, he rules all these nations. He rules the men in the kingdoms of men. That fear appertains to him. That pertains to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, who used to be revered and feared, honored, gloried. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. America's is one big stock of vanity, man. And it's going to be burned up by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the king of terrors, man. He's coming back. Okay? It says, silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Euphaz, the work of the workman, and the hands of the founder. Blue and purple is their clothing. They are all the work of a cunning man. But the Lord is the true God. He is the living power, right? That quickening spirit. And an everlasting king. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, right? The Christmas tree didn't do nothing. It's just there. It's meant to be not decorated the earth, but it's to provide oxygen, can take in carbon monoxide and turn that into oxygen. You know, they bear fruit. Okay? They send out, it gives a sense of peace when you have trees around you, shade. Other living creatures abide there, and it's beautiful, right? But they can't do nothing. There's nothing wrong if you don't observe it. People are afraid of that. They're thinking about their kids. Their kids are gonna be unhappy. You know, they're gonna feel like they. The scriptures say, "Follow not a multitude to do evil." Man, fuck the world, man. You gotta have that attitude. You gotta have it. If you don't have that attitude, you're gonna be doing the same shit that you were doing prior, man. You gotta have that kind of attitude to say no to things that have heavy vibrations to it, man. That are very influential. That will try to suck you back into it. You have to have that kind of attitude. You have to, man. It's not to be negative like a bunch of scary, weak-ass motherfuckers want to be. Oh, you cuss too much. No, man. That's the way you have to be to combat against you goddamn demons, man. Now, realizing that you demons, you people, I've been there before. I know what type of feeling you people have. You're trying to be all good. You're trying to be out hardcore. You're trying to be vain. You're trying to be proud, this, that, and the third. I've been there. But that's not what I want, because I know that leads you to death, man. You know, you got a lot of people, especially in San Angelo. People in San Angelo are childish, man. They have the mentality of a kid. Their actions speak about it. They think everything's a goddamn joke, man. People in San Angelo think everything's a joke. They have all kinds of shit to say, but they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. You go on Facebook, Everybody's talking a lot of shit, but they ain't doing nothing. That's all you people do in San Angelo is talk shit, but don't do nothing. Nothing. The thing you claim you hate, you love, you do it. Self-proclaimed Christians, you don't do nothing about it. You further it. I'm tired of that shit, man. I'm tired of it. But I know that the Most High is coming back and he's gonna rectify. He's gonna take care of that, man. He will take care of it. I'm tired of that shit, man. It says, Jeremiah 10:11. Thus shall you say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. They ain't gonna be here no more, man. In the kingdom, they ain't gonna be cutting down a tree and decking it with silver and gold no more, putting a damn star or angel on top of it. That shit ain't gonna happen no more. That shit's gonna be unheard of. It's gonna be extinct. That doctrine's gonna be up in smoke, man. The idea is gonna be up in smoke. It's not going to exist. It's gonna be chased out of the earth, along with the Esau, along with you nations, you other deities that you carry, man. You ain't gonna be doing none of that shit in the earth, man, because that shit's wicked. You can't have that. It won't be there. It says, I'm gonna read that again. That's beautiful. Jeremiah 10:11. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. No? That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. You ain't gonna have no more Cesar Borgia image. You know, you ain't gonna have no more of those candles with that fake ass fragrance and that cheap ass wax. You know, with the Saint Peter and the Archangel Michael. You know, on the glass. You ain't gonna be having that shit no more in the kingdom, man. You ain't gonna have that. It's all gonna be the spirit of Yahawah Shem Yahushua, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. The true wisdom, which is gonna be our light, man. That's all we're gonna have. And the earth is gonna be beautiful. The earth is gonna put forth its scent, the sense of every tree and plant, grass of the field is gonna be at its full potential, man. The fruit is gonna be at its full potential. There ain't gonna be no more stagnant water. There ain't gonna be no more stagnant growth of fruits and trees, the animals. Everything's gonna be at its full potential. Even us, we ain't gonna be small like this no more. We're gonna be bigger. You know. It says, He hath made the earth by His power. He hath established the world by His wisdom, and has stretched out the heavens by His discretion. Oh, it's Yahawah Shem Yahushua, man. The author of beauty, man. The first author of beauty. He's the one to be worshipped and to be revered and feared, man. Not your damn fucking customs and traditions of the heathens. There ain't nothing wrong to not follow that stuff. You gotta stop being weak, man. Stop being a follower. Like again, like us brothers, we're examples. Right? People say, oh, lead by example, and listen to his testimony, and listen to the things that he's been through. Things that I've been through when I first came in, when I first was casting these things off. You know how many people rejected me and talked shit to me? All because I was doing what the Lord told me to do. You know? People don't really care about following the Lord, man. You people don't really care about knowing what sacrifice is, man. To be separate, to separate yourself, to be holy. And you don't even know what the word holy means. But y'all say y'all are holy. Holy is to be separated, man. To be separate. Separate from what? Evil. Wicked. Anything that is contrary to the book, man. You have to separate yourself from that. It says, when He uttereth His voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and He causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Brutish means to be stupid, basically. Every founder is confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity and the work of errors, and the time of their visitation they shall perish. See? They shall perish in the time of their visitation. Who's visiting? Who's going to visit? The spirit of Yahawah B'Shem Yahawashi is right now. You know? A lot of people, they're not really, I mean, it's still out there. And people still, if you speak up against it, people are still going to talk shit, even though they're not putting up Christmas lights and spending large amounts of money for ornaments and, you know, going all out on their houses. Because you've seen that more and more. People are not really doing that. But if you speak up against it, they have a problem with it. It just shows that spirit is still in them. But because they're not doing the whole, they're not going all out, doesn't mean nothing. It's still there. Don't be deceived, man. Because I notice brothers be making videos saying that, you know, it's not like it used to be. It's still there though. The spirit is still there, and it's still heavy and strong amongst these people. You know, don't be deceived by outer appearance. You know, it's just people are just getting tired of doing the same shit over and over. You know, but that spirit is still in them. The spirit of the customs and doctrines of devils is still in them. Man. You know. So these things have to be spoken up against, and not being deceived by what people decide to do in their life to make their life a little bit more easier, because it's just a bunch of heartache doing that kind of shit, putting up lights, having to take down the lights. You see a lot of people back in, 10 years ago, even to this very day, they'll put up lights, and the lights will stay on there all year. Why? Because they're tired of doing that. But they still observe it, it's saying they still take part in it. And a lot of people are going into buying artificial trees, doing that route. So it's just more convenient for them, but they're still taking part in that. So Yahawah B'Shem Yahawashi is going to visit the earth, and it's going to be by way of fire, destruction, and he's going to destroy everything you people love, man. That's why it says store up treasure in heaven where no thief, rust, or moth can destroy, man, including fire. Because it's coming. So I hope it was edifying to you brothers out there, man. Y'all brothers stay strong, keep pushing. As I see a lot of you brothers doing. Y'all brothers keep doing what y'all got to do, and Lord willing, man. Sometime Yahawah B'Shem Yahawashi has to come back, man. But before that, we have to be ready. So with that, shalom.